Obasanjo responds after he was asked if he regretted his decision to burn down Odi community in Bayelsa. Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, responded in an interview when asked if he regretted burning down the Odi community in Bayelsa State in 1999. This comes after 16 Nigerian army soldiers were murdered on Thursday in Delta State's community of Okwama and Okoloba by some youth after the army reacted to a distress call following a communal disturbance that broke out in the village. One colonel, 2 majors, and 12 more soldiers were slain in the ambush. However, while speaking in the interview, Obasanjo revealed that there is nothing he did in his administration that he regretted. When asked about the Odi community massacre, the former president said he did what he had to do. According to him, he said, "When I sent the police, whose job is to protect the people, and they were murdered, I sent the soldiers, they were murdered. What do you expect me to do? Fold my arms? If you were in my shoes, what would you have done?" The Odi massacre was an attack carried out on November 20, 1999 by the Nigerian Armed Forces against the predominantly Ijaw town of Odi in Bayelsa State. The attack was due to an ongoing conflict in the Niger Delta over indigenous rights to oil resources and environmental protection. It is estimated that over 900 civilians were murdered and slaughtered in the attack after some gangs in the community had attacked 12 officers of the Nigerian police. Now, I don't support OBJ for this one. I don't support him. Yes, people were actually killed, but this is why when I heard the news that 12 people were slaughtered, not just 12 people. We're not talking about civilians here. We're not talking about policemen. We're talking about soldiers. I started pleading because I know what the Nigerian army, whether it is OBJ or whether it is Buhari or whether I know what they can do. I started pleading. And one thing that made me start pleading is people who actually committed this particular crime, they are not going to be touched. Believe me, those people have disappeared. I'm telling you, Olongbo, these people have disappeared. So the people who will bear the brunt are innocent people, meaning people who actually died in that old, what's it called? What's the name of that town again? Odi community. We are innocent people that were massacred. That is why when I heard it, I was begging and pleading. Because if they carry on with that emotions that, they slaughter our, they know they fear, they slaughter our, they will go and be so, what am I saying? They even uploaded the clip. Nigerian Army uploaded a clip on Twitter where they were burning down houses. People will be say the thing no concern. I know how Nigerian Army can be. If you have been in an environment where Nigerian Army has any issue with anybody, my sister, you will see, the same way they protect. That is the same way they destroy. If they want to go all out, they will go. If they mean you, they'll mean you. I'm not supposed to still be JD because, like I said, it is at the end of the day, it is the innocent ones, people who actually committed that crime. They are not going to be touched except they do a careful investigation. And if you want to do a careful investigation, it should not be after. It is not after massacre. It is before. You calm down like this. You try. You find those people so that when you catch them, anything where you like, you do with them because they didn't commit the crime. Let them face the full, wrath of the law, but not dragging the innocents alongside with them. That is why I'm saying it is not Koda. I was begging them to take this one. I don't support them at all. Because it is very possible that in that 999 people that were massacred in Odi community in 1999, that even one of those who committed the crime, they no fool. I can tell you and beat my heart to it. Because if they commit that kind of offense, they will disappear. You will not see them again. For a very long time, they will go into hiding. People will go one day, they suffer. Now people will be saying they don't get any connection. You understand? At times, I wonder why we talk like people's life do not matter, and that is why the country is the way it is. Is there any difference with the slaughtering of soldiers in northeastern state and this one? Even in the first instance, during the Goodluck regime, where the people in the north were not disclosing those on the Boko Haram, the soldier did not raise the comment. Exactly. That is why forever, you see the southeastern region, if you people say they are making noise, I will say it is not true. If it is this thing happening in the north now, and we know what am I saying if it's happening in north Burkini, it is happening in Nikini. If this thing happen in the north, see, I put it to you that they will not, see, Nigerian army will not retaliate. They will not retaliate in that community. Most especially if it happen in the northwest. I know what I'm saying. They will not retaliate. They will hardly retaliate until it happens in somewhere in the south. That is why those ones, the southeast will tell us, I beg these ones. They will tell you they don't need them. I am telling you the truth. And it is because things like this, when it happen, if you send, okay, for instance now, let me say if Nigeria was sent to peacekeep, because they said those soldiers that were actually murdered, they were sent to peacekeep. Let's say Nigeria went to peacekeep in another country. It is not Nigeria, another country. And when they get there, this kind of thing happen. We then want to start raising down buildings. The same way you apply diplomacy when you are outside the shores of Nigeria. It is the same way you should apply diplomacy when you're in the shores. Now, this is not me coming out to say what these people did was okay. In fact, it is wrong for you. Whether it is a civilian that you murdered, whether it is an army, the person is a human being. You do not have any right to end anybody's life. You have no right. But if you do not do investigation, my own is that even the people who did the same will come outside and do it another place, and they will still do the same thing, missing those same people again. But if you do not allow your emotions to put you in check, you carefully investigate and you catch those people, that thing is not going to be repeated. You use them themselves, do the scapegoat. People will be able to say, okay, now people will commit the crime, then pick. But at the end of the day, people who are going to be affected are people who are not even, they don't even know when the crime they committed. Imagine brazen people's houses. Person will do you in a human being, you go to raise houses because it is in that community. And this is what I always say. Anytime such things happen, whether in most especially in the south, I'll be like, this thing they're doing is wrong. Those people that committed the crime might come from somewhere else entirely, commit that crime and go back. And people who are going to left to suffer are people of that community. He did what he had to do, so I think he did the right thing. Say Maya no add other people. Na first murder police and policemen and army for too long. He sang the mama o. No only army men kill other people. We dey hear inside the song. He can't think say na Obasanjo get offense only. My own is that face people wey do the crime. No carry innocent people join the matter. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the